I didn't just earn a degree. I reclaimed my dreams with my child in my arms. Dear Professor, Salam. Please call me Khadija. It's not my real name, but it's the name I carry as I open my heart to you today. I've followed the stories you share, stories of resilience, hope, and redemption. Each one made me pause and wonder, could mine be worth telling too? When you gently encouraged us to share, something stirred within me. This time, I listened. You may remember me, the girl who once entered your office quietly, nervously, with a child holding my hand. That little boy was my son. He was 5 then, small, curious, and full of questions. I still remember the warmth in your eyes when you looked at us. You didn't ask, "Why did you bring a child to campus?" You simply smiled, like you understood everything I didn't say. I was married young, and when I became pregnant, I only had 1 semester left before earning my bachelor's degree. My husband and I made the decision to pause my education. We thought it would only be a short break. But anyone who has been a parent knows, once you pause for your child, the world doesn't wait for you. Life shifted. Days turned into months, months into years. My baby became a toddler, and I settled into a routine of lullabies, of bedtime stories, and early mornings. And yet, somewhere deep inside, my dream of finishing school burned quietly. Returning to university wasn't easy. In fact, it was terrifying. I felt like I had forgotten how to be a student. Everything felt distant. The lectures, the exams, even the friendships. I was no longer just a girl chasing a degree. I was a wife, a mother, and I was tired. But I was also determined. Every single day, without fail, my husband would drive me to the university gates. It became a quiet ritual, a small act of love and support that spoke volumes. On one particular late afternoon, when I had a challenging exam, he chose to wait in the car with our young son instead of leaving right away. I remember the weight of anticipation as I entered the classroom, knowing they were right there, just outside. After the exam ended, I stepped out and saw them pacing gently by the sidewalk. My son, clutching his father's hand tightly, looked up at me with those big, tired eyes, still heavy with sleep from a long day. His voice was soft and innocent, but the words carried a sweetness that tugged at my heart. When is Mama done being smart? That moment stayed with me, a beautiful, tender reminder of the sacrifices we make and the small, precious moments that keep us going. It was as if my son was both admiring me and longing for me to be done, so our family could be whole again, together, free from worries and exams. That sleepy question embodied the love, patience, and innocence of childhood wrapped in the reality of my journey. Some nights I would study while my son slept beside me, his tiny fingers wrapped around mine. I would whisper promises to him, "One day you'll be proud of me." And then, that day came. Wearing my graduation gown, I saw him in the crowd, clapping, laughing, unaware of the weight his presence carried in my story. He ran to me after the ceremony and said, "Mama, you look like a princess." But to me, I wasn't a princess. I was a warrior. Professor, here's what I've learned. When you come from a background where sacrifice is expected, especially from women, when you're told that marriage and motherhood are where dreams go to rest, you must fight twice as hard to keep your flame alive. I've learned that strength is not just finishing the race, it's carrying someone while you run. To every young student out there, especially mothers, fathers, or anyone who feels like life has pulled them away from their path, know this. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. Your journey may look different, but your destination is still waiting. Even if you carry books in one hand and a diaper bag in the other, keep going. Even if you cry in silence, then smile for your child, keep going. Even if you feel alone in your struggle, you are not. There is power in your story, and one day it will be the light for someone else's darkness. Thank you, Professor, for seeing past the tired eyes and scattered notebooks, and recognizing a mother who was not broken but becoming. With all my heart, Khadija.